Lecture 1.4, The Information Environment, a New Cognitive Battlefield. This presentation explores the modern information environment as a new cognitive battlefield shaped by the attention economy. We will delve into how information flows, the mechanisms of information warfare, and the consequences on society, trust, and democratic institutions. This is the agenda for our presentation today. We will begin by understanding the modern information environment and its dynamics. Next, we will examine the mechanics behind information warfare. Then, we will analyze the consequences of these dynamics on shared reality and trust. Finally, we will discuss strategies to defend against cognitive warfare. Understanding the modern information environment. The modern information environment is shaped by the rise of the attention economy, where capturing user engagement drives content dissemination. Social media profoundly influences perception, often by leveraging emotional triggers to amplify content virality. The rise of attention economy. The attention economy prioritizes capturing and monetizing human attention. Platforms compete by using algorithms designed to keep users engaged, often favoring sensational or emotionally charged content over factual accuracy. Social media shapes how people perceive reality by curating personalized content feeds. This personalization can distort perceptions by filtering information through user preferences and shared content, reinforcing existing beliefs. Emotional triggers and content virality. Content that evokes strong emotions, such as fear, anger, or joy, is more likely to be shared and go viral. This dynamic is exploited to spread both truthful and false information quickly across networks. Mechanisms of information warfare. Information warfare uses strategic dissemination of content to manipulate emotions and perceptions. It relies on algorithmic amplification and specific tactics deployed by bad actors to influence public opinion and behavior. Let's look at how disinformation exploits emotions. Disinformation campaigns target emotional vulnerabilities to foster distrust, fear, and anger. By appealing to emotions rather than facts, they increase engagement and reduce critical thinking among audiences. Algorithmic amplification of content. Algorithms on social platforms amplify content based on engagement metrics. These can unintentionally boost misleading or harmful content because it often generates strong reactions, increasing its visibility. Strategies used by bad actors. Bad actors employ coordinated tactics such as fake accounts, bots, and misleading narratives to spread falsehoods. They exploit network vulnerabilities to manipulate public discourse and sow discord. And what are the consequences? Echo chambers, filter bubbles, and erosion of shared reality. These mechanisms lead to the formation of echo chambers and filter bubbles, which reinforce confirmation bias and fragment shared understanding of truth, thus undermining social cohesion. Formation and impact of echo chambers. Echo chambers occur when individuals are exposed predominantly to information or opinions that reflect and reinforce their own views. Those are echo chambers. This limits exposure to diverse perspectives and deepens divisions. And we also have filter bubbles and confirmation bias. Filter bubbles are created by algorithms that selectively present information aligning with users' preferences. This amplifies confirmation bias, leading to skewed worldviews and resistance to contradictory evidence. Breakdown of common truth and its effects. As shared facts erode, societies experience increased polarization and difficulty in reaching consensus. This breakdown threatens democratic dialogue and collective decision-making. Threats to trust and democratic institutions. The fragmentation of information and spread of disinformation erode public trust in key institutions, including the media, science, and electoral processes, which threatens democratic stability. Erosion of trust in the media and science. Disinformation and skepticism fuel distrust in traditional sources like the media and scientific community, weakening the foundation for informed public discourse and problem solving. Another threat is undermining confidence in elections. False narratives and conspiracy theories targeting elections can undermine confidence in the democratic process, leading to decreased voter participation and social unrest. Social divisions and polarization. Misinformation exacerbates social divisions by fostering antagonism between groups, increasing polarization, and reducing opportunities for constructive dialogue and compromise. Let's move on to defending against cognitive warfare. We are now moving into the cognitive domain. Effective defense requires recognizing vulnerabilities, improving media literacy, and building resilience through trust and shared understanding of truth across communities. Recognizing vulnerabilities in the information environment. Understanding how algorithms and emotional manipulation affect cognition helps individuals and organizations to identify risks and develop strategies to mitigate the impact of disinformation. Promoting media literacy and critical thinking. Education that fosters critical thinking and media literacy empowers individuals to evaluate the information sources skeptically and resist manipulation tactics effectively. Building resilience through shared truth and trust. Cultivating environments where shared facts and mutual trust prevail strengthens social cohesion and reduces the effectiveness of cognitive warfare tactics. Formative questions. What does the attention economy prioritize over truth? What does the attention economy prioritize over truth? The answer is engagement or emotional reaction. Second question, how do echo chambers make people vulnerable to disinformation? How do echo chambers make people vulnerable to disinformation? A sample answer for you. They isolate users from opposing views and reinforce existing beliefs. Third question, why is the erosion of shared reality dangerous for democracy? Why is the erosion of shared reality dangerous for democracy? A sample answer. Without common facts, constructive debate and consensus become impossible. Formative questions review. Attention economy's impact. The attention economy rewards engagement and emotional responses, often at the expense of factual truth and balanced information. Echo chambers and disinformation. Echo chambers isolate users from differing viewpoints, making them more susceptible to disinformation and reinforcing existing beliefs. Threats to shared reality. The loss of shared facts undermines democracy, making constructive debate and consensus building increasingly difficult. Conclusion. Navigating the modern information environment requires awareness of how attention economics and cognitive warfare intersect. By promoting media literacy and fostering trust, we can defend democratic values and maintain a shared reality. Section conclusion. We have covered a lot in this section. You now understand that information warfare is not science fiction. It's happening every day in every country. You can distinguish misinformation from disinformation and recognize that intent matters. Key takeaways on the introduction to information warfare. Information warfare is a daily reality worldwide, not just fiction. You can now differentiate between misinformation from disinformation, understanding that intent is crucial. From Cold War tactics to artificial intelligence-driven manipulation, key actors like Russian troll farms have transformed the battlefield with digital awareness as your strongest defense. Congratulations! We have come to the end of section 1. Up next is section 2, a very interesting topic where we shall look at social media manipulation and deep fakes. I hope to see you in that section and best wishes.